Welcome to Cosmic Compass. We often travel far beyond our world, exploring Mars, Venus, or the icy moons of Jupiter, but sometimes, in looking outward, we forget to look back at the most breathtaking world we know, Earth. Today, let's take a journey together from the perspective of the International Space Station orbiting 350 kilometers above the surface. From this vantage point, deserts, rivers, mountains, and cities reveal patterns that look almost alien, yet they belong to our home. You may find yourself wondering as you watch these views, is there any planet more extraordinary than Earth itself? From orbit, we see more than land and sea. We see patterned scars of ancient volcanoes, ridges lifted by colliding tectonic plates and rivers that have nourished civilizations for thousands of years. Each view is not just scenery, but a chapter in Earth's story. Let's begin where Africa and Asia almost touch at the Red Sea. From 350 kilometers above, the view stretches 400 kilometers across. To the left lies Egypt, and to the right the Arabian Peninsula. What might seem like a narrow strip on Earth's surface reveals itself here as a massive sweep of land and sea. On the eastern side rise the Sarawat Mountains, a chain covering more than 180,000 square kilometers and towering over 3,000 meters high. Their dry riverbeds appear etched into the landscape, waiting for rare but powerful bursts of rain. This is the wettest region of the Arabian Peninsula, though rain here often comes all at once. Look closer and you can spot the remnants of vast volcanic craters. This entire region has been shaped by volcanic activity, some of it still alive beneath the surface today. Those white dots on the ground are not cities, but an enormous cement factory, tiny from orbit, yet massive on the ground. Hidden beneath the clouds is Mecca, a city known to millions around the world, surrounded by rugged mountains and winding roads. It's a stark, arid region, yet one where life has found ways to endure. As we drift southward, the desert reveals its artistry. To the far right stretch the Seif dunes, long sharp ridges of sand sculpted by steady winds. Some run for hundreds of kilometers, aligned with the invisible breath of the desert. What looks like a deep valley is in fact a raised ridge, shadowed by a dune trailing its length. From above we also notice a dam and reservoir, human fingerprints etched into the sand. Nearby, improbably, lies a farming town. Have you ever thought about how crops grow in such hostile conditions? From orbit, these patches of green are testaments to human resilience. Dominating this region is Jabal an-Nabi Shuaib, the tallest mountain on the Arabian Peninsula, climbing to 3,700 meters. Rising above endless desert, it stands like a sentinel watching over the land. Heading north, the view shifts dramatically. Two great rivers, the Euphrates and the Tigris, snake their way toward the Persian Gulf. From space, their green floodplains glow against the surrounding desert. This is the alluvial plain of Mesopotamia, where millennia of floods have laid down rich soils. Most of Iraq's settlements cluster along these rivers, just as they have for thousands of years. It's a reminder that water is the true architect of civilization. From orbit, you can almost trace humanity's history along these winding blue lines. Beyond Iraq, to the northwest, another site takes over the Caucasus Mountains. Here, the Arabian Plate collides with the Eurasian Plate, shoving the ground upward into jagged peaks. Among them stands Mount Elbrus, Europe's highest mountain at 5,642 meters. Unlike the deserts we've just passed, this region bursts with green valleys and icy glaciers feeding rivers below. The Caucasus form a living border between Europe and Asia, a natural wall carved by tectonic force and decorated with snow. To the east, Iran stretches out beneath us. Here lie the Zagros Mountains, spanning 600 kilometers. From space, they appear as wave after wave of ridges, like corrugated metal pressed into the earth. These mountains formed from a different tectonic process than the Caucasus. The Arabian plate presses into the Iranian plate, folding the land into a fold and thrust belt. The result is not a single row of peaks, but countless parallel ridges and valleys. But not all parts of the Zagros are the same. In the south, the mountains are built over layers of rock salt, which deforms easily under pressure. Here the ridges bend and twist dramatically, creating bizarre patterns visible from orbit. In the north, where the salt layer is thin or absent, the deformation is narrower and more rigid. This difference holds more than geological beauty. It also hides wealth. Salt layers trap oil, making these regions rich in petroleum reserves. The very structures we admire from space are the reason much of Iran's oil lies beneath the ground, and then there are the salt formations themselves. From orbit we see domes some 14 kilometers wide, pushing up through the earth. Salt glaciers even flow down valleys, slow rivers of mineral moving like frozen water. Their pale surfaces catch the light, giving this region an almost alien appearance. Few landscapes on Earth look so otherworldly. Beyond the Zagros lies Lake Urmia, once the largest lake in the Middle East and the sixth largest saltwater lake on Earth. Decades ago, it covered 5,200 square kilometres. Today, it has shrunk to just 10% of its former size, starved by dams that cut off rivers feeding it. If the lake dries completely, the region's climate could change dramatically. Efforts are underway to restore it, but its fate remains uncertain. Beside the lake, a small dark volcano stands out against pale ground. Yet zoom out and another giant dominates the horizon, Mount Sahand, 707 metres tall. Even in this arid region, Sahand is high enough to host ski resorts in winter. A volcano in the Middle East, capped with snow, it's one of those contrasts only Earth can provide. Turning east, we see the Alborz Mountains tracing the southern edge of the Caspian Sea. This vast range shelters Tehran, Iran's capital, and rises dramatically above the city. Among its peaks stands Mount Damavand, the tallest volcano in Asia, reaching 5,609 metres. Though it has not erupted in about 8,000 years, Damavand is still considered active. Sulphur vents mark its slopes, and at the summit lies a crater, a reminder of its fiery past. Its snowy crown towers over the surrounding land, dominating the horizon for millions of people living in its shadow. From space, it rises as a singular giant among the peaks. Imagine standing in Tehran, looking north, and seeing this colossal volcano watching over the city. Few capitals on Earth live so close to such a monumental landmark. Our orbit now takes us beyond the Middle East, but what we've seen is enough to remind us of something profound. Deserts like oceans of sand, mountains like teeth of the earth rivers that are veins of life from above, our planet reveals itself in patterns and textures, each with a story millions of years in the making. We often search for beauty on other planets, marveling at alien landscapes, yet from orbit Earth itself looks just as alien, just as awe-inspiring. Salt glaciers flowing like ice on Mars craters, reminiscent of the moon volcanic peaks that rival Olympus Mons in miniature. Except here on Earth, we don't just observe these wonders, we live among them. So let's not forget that our home planet is in many ways the most extraordinary world we know. Its beauty is not diminished by familiarity. If anything, it is amplified by the knowledge that these landscapes shape our lives and our histories. The next time you look up at the night sky wondering about distant worlds, remember that from above Earth itself could be mistaken for one of them, and perhaps that is what makes it most beautiful of all. As we've seen, Earth is more than just our home, it's a masterpiece of natural design. From folded mountain ranges and salt glaciers to fertile rivers and towering volcanoes, our planet carries beauty that rivals anything we search for beyond the solar system. So let's not forget that the greatest journey of discovery might begin by looking at our own world with fresh eyes. If you enjoyed this exploration, join us again on Cosmic Compass. as we continue uncovering the wonders of space and the hidden stories of the cosmos. Until next time, keep looking up, because sometimes the most incredible planet is the one beneath our feet.